We got to clash your heads.
I called on a really accidental headbutt.
Thank you.
Watch your feet.
Southpaw versus orthodox.
There it is.
There it is. Terence coming inside. Beautiful uppercut in the inside by Shawn Porter.
Hey guys, watch your feet, all right?
And then here's the moment where they tie up, and Porter went falling down. And then the end of the round. Yeah, sure, they've been friends since the amateur circuit.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
But Porter right here, seeing how strong Terence is, he's showing them.
Former high school football star against a wrestling fanatic, a father of 2 wrestlers who are collecting trophies, Tyrese and Little T. Round number 4. Punches through 3, 25-20 Porter.
Ooh. Beautiful surprising hook right there from Porter.
Coming into this fight, Porter's been cut 11 times. The majority of those cuts have come on the right eye, so there's a lot of scar tissue there. Not surprised that his eye is opened up this early.
It's very noticeable when you're with him. Looks like railroad tracks when you talk to him around that right eye, and now there's blood coming from it.
This is the urgency that I was talking about that Shawn Porter.
Good left hand from Crawford.
Good shot right there to the body. But you see Crawford is not thinking about boxing. He's thinking about fighting.
And then very accurate with the right hand as well. Puts him off balance again, right to the chest.
You see Porter being patient more than usually in fights because he feels those punches coming from Crawford and those sharp counters.
It's good to be relentless. It's good to have aggression, but it can't be too much of a risk-reward fatal flaw.
His attacks has to be explosive.
Yes.
They got to be sharp, accurate. After Terence misses or throws something like that.
As he bounces and then comes forward with the right hand.
What Crawford is having issues with right now is the sneak attacks from Shawn Porter. They're so explosive and so fast that Crawford doesn't have time to compute what's happening, and before he knows it, he's been hit.
Dynamic fight early on. Fascinating fight early on. The athleticism of Shawn Porter. The skill and accuracy of Terence Crawford.
I don't think pulling back is the answer for Crawford. I think he's got to have a tight guard and allow Porter to open up, and when he opens up, you get your shots off just like that. Pulling back from a shorter arm guy that's as explosive as Shawn Porter is not a good idea.
There's another left hand trying to dig underneath as Porter came forward. Crawford's been trying to test that body a bit.
Crawford's doing the right thing by going down to the body, trying to slow down Porter. Hoping that
lunging with the right hand, he gets out of the way, and all of a sudden Porter goes face first into the neutral corner.
Olay, Tess, olay. Here comes the turn, the pivot.
Short left hand from Crawford as Porter comes out of that position, and we finish up round 4. Man, oh man, is this intense early on.
Cuff right there from Terence Crawford, just turning Porter. The Cubans are known for doing that. That's a Cuban move right there. Turning, cupping the head there, pushing the guy in the corner. But why did he do it? Porter was lunging forward, trying to catch and trying to corner Terence.
Al Chernoff is the cut man for Shawn Porter. He is tasked with handling that right eye that opened up due to an accidental clash in round number 3.
Double right hand right there from Porter sneaks in.
And here Kenny, his father, saying, Shawn, go left, go left. Right now he's circling right, and that is right into the range and the track of the backhand, the power hand of Terence Crawford. Let's look at Andre Ward's card through 4 rounds, 39-37, Porter.
Tess, I could have easily given Crawford one of those first three rounds. Good shot right there from Porter, but Porter would always do just enough to kind of eke out the round, and Crawford would give up that 1 or 2 blows that would seal the round for Shawn Porter in my book.
I would circle the second round as potentially the round that could swing the other way. But it's understandable that you have tight rounds beyond the first.
Let me just tell you this, if Crawford thinks Porter's going to slow down, he's not. He's not going to slow down. He's going to be this intense and bring this type of intensity all night long.
Well, Porter's not even as intense as he normally is. He's being very thoughtful and methodical. He'll have tense moments, but he's not wrestling inside and digging to the body like we've seen him in the past. So you're right. I don't think Porter, at this pace especially, is going to fade.
I just spoke with Bomac, who trains Terence Crawford, and he told me, I want Terence to box more because that will open up the shots that he needs to land on Shawn Porter.
There's Porter coming in with that relentless aggression that he's known for. Terence covering up as Porter tries to get around that guard. Terence smiles at him and pushes him away.
Doesn't matter that it doesn't hurt. Shawn Porter's piling up points.
That's exactly right, Dre.
No.
Porter right now is fighting the perfect fight. Being athletic, using his hand speed, using volume, roughing up Terence on the inside right now.
Watch your head, guys. Both of you guys.
Changing rhythms.
Wait. Step back. Let him go.
Now at range, trying to place that left hand right to the body. He does a few times. And then goes on the attack to close out the round, does Terence Bud Crawford. There's Miss Deborah, his mother, who's always a fixture ringside, and the concern of Shawn Porter's wife, Letitia. She's looking up at the big screen. Imagine what it's like for the families.
Let him get all those shots off without throwing none. All right? It might not mean shit to you, but it might look good to the judges, okay? All right? Hey, he don't got no power no more. You see, you can feel it. I see you pushing him back. Push him back behind that jab. All right? You got to keep boxing.
Just like you, let's go a second. You get close, if you like that. You get him.
Keep boxing. Keep boxing him. Box behind that jab. In combinations when you get on the inside, okay? Let your hands go.
Dre, Bomac said the same thing that you expressed with your analysis of, hey, you're letting him come up and just touch you at times. It may not matter to you. You're not being affected, but it matters to the judges. That's exactly what his trainer told him.
Not only the judges, but it's allowing Porter to get into a rhythm, to gain confidence. And it's forcing Bud to press because he knows he's behind, at least on my scorecard.
Look at this from Bud
possibly the official scorecard.
Early on in round 6, as you see the head movement from Porter, but not able to dodge all of it.
Here comes
Porter now comes in. Back and forth they go.
I don't know if I saw some blood coming from the right ear or left ear of Terence Crawford. I don't know if it's Porter's blood or not, but that's not a good sign.
Little forearm to the neck and a pat on the back from Shawn Porter.
Oh, good body shot right there, sneak.
He has been able to get that left hand to the body a few times here in the first half of this fight. He's landed 11 body shots, has Bud Crawford.
But if you're Terence Crawford, this is what you wanted. You've been arguably the best fighter in the world, give or take 1 through 3 over the last few years. But individuals, critics, fans, they got questions. And Shawn Porter's asking those questions of Terence Crawford tonight. It's a great opportunity for him to answer.
Porter just crossed that threshold, and Crawford was quick to throw the left hand. Trying to cut off
some of these,
the ring there.
Yeah, to your point, Tess, some of these rounds are close, but even the body language of Shawn Porter can suggest that he's in control.
And now this clash ahead here in the 6th opens up a cut on the right eye, inside, right on the brow of Terence Crawford. So each man has been cut from an accidental clash. Touch, touch, then power from Crawford. Wide swinging right hand from Porter off the mark. Attempt at the uppercuts from Crawford. Infighting from Porter. High intensity stuff here in Vegas.
Shawn doing the right thing. He got one hand free. He's swinging with the opposite hand.
Bud is landing, but Porter's taking the play almost every time.
Back of the trunks, Reed War. On a night he honors marvelous Marvin Hagler. And at the halfway point, it has indeed been a war. 53 punches landed for Crawford, 54 by Porter. Here's the clash ahead.
Crawford right there comes in. Porter actually wraps his arm around Crawford, brings him in, and causes a headbutt.
That was accidental headbutt.
Crawford getting the worst end of that.
Dr. Brian Conroy is leaning between the ropes. He has long been the cut man for the champ.
And once you get on the inside, throw that motherfucker left around that glove, okay? You're doing good, man. You're doing good. But you can't let these stealing rounds off that bullshit, okay?
Overhand right. Pick your spots where you want to bang. Back on defense. If he touch you with something, flow off of it. Flow off of it.
I heard Kenny Porter saying, pick your spots. Pick your spots, but then back on defense. They really stressed fundamentals in this training camp to go up against Crawford. Of getting your hands back, of being in proper position defensively. Round 7.
It's the patience, the athleticism, and sharpness of Porter that's giving problems to Bud.
In that last round, Crawford had a 16-10 connect advantage. Landed 13 power punches. Always willing, right? Hands free, gonna fight. Heard the warning from Celestino Ruiz about leading with the head.
Right now, Shawn Porter has fought the perfect fight. A good mix of fighting, probably less than we thought he was going to do, but good boxing, answering at the right time. His defense has been good. We know that one punch can change it for either guy, but so far, so good for Shawn Porter.
And a critical word there, the descriptive of mixing it up. There's a right hand from Porter.
He hurt.
He closed the gap and landed a right hand, but that is what Porter said the other day. He said he'll never see anybody as athletic, as sharp, but somebody who mixes it up. You have to mix it up against Terence Crawford.
And this is war for Shawn Porter. It's the art of war. Sneak attacks. It's fighting. It's boxing. It's going away when you want me to come forward. It's a little bit of everything that we're seeing right now from Shawn Porter. Crawford has more glaring answers or more glaring questions to answer now than he did before the fight started.
Don't punch, step back. Box.
See, the difference is that when Crawford, when he lands these shots on anybody else, they fall. But the difference is Shawn Porter hasn't failed. He's not going anywhere.
And for what it's worth, fellas, it looked like Crawford, based on their face, their body language, their energy or lack of energy, looked like he struggled more with the weight than Shawn Porter. If so, you're going to see that show up in the latter half of this fight.
Coming to the end of round number 7. Porter landed that right hand in this 7th round. And as we come to the bell, an opportunity to check in with Mark Kriegel and Max Kellerman.
Porter did not like those 2 left hands.
7-1 my ass. Those were the odds coming in. Shawn Porter was a 7-1 underdog. He should never be a 7-1 underdog against anyone. By the way, I gave Crawford the 2nd round. I think so far until that round, it was odd rounds for Porter, even for Crawford.
Yesterday, Porter said, I got to mix it up. I can't take time off. I can't allow him to fight off his rhythm. It has to be my rhythm. To this point, he's been successful in all of that.
Mouthpiece with the block lettering of war.
Slide over to your left. Doubling up, right hand, slide over to your right. Take a different angle, and then start up again. Keep feinting him to keep him off balance.
Total punches fairly even. Crawford with a slight edge now, 64-60. Good combination. He catches him coming in. 2-punch combination by Crawford. And so good countering both off the back foot, off the front foot. And now sharpshooting to the head is Crawford. Good start to round number 8 for the champ.
Crawford landing some of those, but not all of those. Good defense from Shawn Porter, but good punches and good exchange from Terence Crawford.
67-66 says Dre. Max Kellerman said he would have flipped the 2nd round to Crawford, but it's that kind of fight.
Good people don't understand what a swing round is, meaning it literally could go either way.
And it happens often at this level, Dre, right? At this elite level.
Those little shots right there from Shawn Porter are bothersome, and if they hit you right, they can hurt.
Yeah, but again,
Right. Box.
Here, Terence actually talking to Shawn about the headbutt right there. It's that pop jab right off the hip from Porter. Ooh. Just missing with the left hand as Porter came in.
Terence has to watch that body language, because inside he'll turn, he'll do certain things that looks like Shawn Porter is in control and he's bullying.
Lead right hand from Porter. And another one.
Good shot.
various right hands. Porter's doing exactly what his father told him. Ooh, that body shot right there.
Wow.
Oh,
what a thud from Crawford.
Yeah, that was a body shot, but that was an overhand right from Shawn Porter that definitely got Terence Crawford's attention.
Each man having success. Porter with a couple of right hands. Crawford comes back with the left to the body, as he has done a few times. Goes with it again.
I'd rather get hit with a headshot.